There is an invisible chess game happening in every room you walk into. Most people are completely blind to it. They focus entirely on the words being spoken. But high-status individuals, they are playing on a completely different frequency. They don't raise their voice to be heard. They do something far more potent. Watch how the dynamic changes. When I introduce a micropause, right before the most important word in a sentence, it subconsciously forces the room to quiet down and lean in. This isn't about cheap dark psychology manipulation or aggressive posturing. It's about subtext, the unspoken rules of social architecture. In this brief, we are breaking down the subtle behavioral codes used by the world's most respected communicators to command absolute authority without saying a single word. Pillar 1. The speed of stillness. It starts with a concept known as behavioral deceleration. When an average person enters a high-pressure environment, their heart rate rises, their gestures become rapid, and their vocal pitch creeps upward. This is an evolutionary defense mechanism, the body's primal desire to pass information quickly and escape danger. High-status minds do the exact opposite. They slow down, they claim space, they control their cadence, and they weaponize silence. When you move slowly, your brain signals to everyone watching that you are not threatened by your environment. You are the environment. Let us look at the anatomy of an executive boardroom meeting. When a low-status individual is interrupted, their immediate instinct is to speak faster to retain the floor or entirely surrender their momentum. A master of subtext handles an interruption with absolute stillness. They do not fight for the microphone. They pause. They maintain steady, unblinking eye contact with the interrupter, letting a full 2 seconds of silence hang in the air. This silence acts as a psychological mirror, making the interruption look clumsy and undisciplined to everyone else in the room. Pillar 2. Vocal weight and subregisters. True authority is not delivered from the throat. It is anchored in the chest. To execute this, you must control your vocal trailing. Notice how untrained speakers let their pitch rise at the end of a sentence, turning a definitive statement into a subconscious question. This is a verbal plea for approval. High-status communicators employ a downward inflection. Every sentence ends on a lower, steadier note than it began. This gives your words structural weight. But there is a dangerous trap here. Amateurs often mistake stillness for stiffness. They attempt to command authority by locking their posture, refusing to smile, and staring aggressively. This does not project status. It projects deep-seated insecurity and social anxiety. The goal is relaxed composure. Your movements should be fluid, intentional, and entirely unhurried. You do not react to the room. You compel the room to react to your pacing. The invisible chess game is won through undercorrection, not over-assertion. When you master your internal cadence, you stop auditioning for the room's approval. You simply dictate the frequency. In our next brief, we are examining the exact opposite side of this equation, the subtle mistakes that destroy respect instantly. The file is ready. Click here to enter the next briefing room.